main arena absolutely jam-packed at Crufts, the NEC in Birmingham, as we prepare for the first of the quarter-finals of the Flyball. It's been exciting over the last couple of days. A lot of new dogs, a lot of new young handlers. It's been ragged. It has never, ever been predictable, though. And Yorkshire Bouncers coming in against Tails We Win in the first quarter-final. We started with 16 back on Thursday. We lose 4 a day. We'll lose 4 more today. And then it'll be the semi-finals and final tomorrow. If you're watching for the first time, there will be a practice run for both teams before the real action gets underway. The Bouncers beaten by Odyssey in Thursday's final. Really family-orientated team. And when they started here, we said it would be a huge upset if they beat the Raptors, and they did just that. And a good competitive team are the Bouncers. They reached the quarterfinals on their debut in Crufts a couple of years ago. Tails We Win. Well, what a result for them, knocking out the top-ranked Barking for Balls, and Tails We Win. Over the years, they love taking big scalps and also tend to find the form when it matters. That's Tails We Win, who will be in the red lane. Consistent, they always go deep. They've broken lots of records in the past. Edwin Vinken, our flyball judge, the Belgian, has keeping immaculate control so far. This then, the practice run. Dogs all getting acclimatized as we prepare for the first of the quarterfinals. Crucial moments these, and we've had 1 or 2 things happen in the practice runs beforehand, but this looks all very tidy, Graham Partridge.
It does. Really looking forward to this. So if you've literally just switched on, come back from making your cup of tea, this is a practice ring.
We're all set then for the first of the quarterfinals. Yorkshire Bouncers will be in the blue lane, beaten by Odyssey in Thursday's final. They will go first of all with Hyphen, and then Rupert and Quota and Roxy against Tails We Win in the red lane. Bimini Bombulash, Arlo, Rook and Coach Calhoun. Tails We Win, who knocked out the big favourites Barking for Balls. Always find form when it matters. The family-orientated Yorkshire Bouncers team who reached the final on Thursday. Always good to hear what is going on down there. Just keep an eye on the Bouncers, the Belgian Malinois in their team. So then, it is the Bouncers in the blue lane. Tails We Win. First of the quarterfinals at Crufts 2026. Bimini Bombulash to open up for Tails We Win. Hyphen for the Bouncers, and we're away. It's the Bouncers in the blue lane, trailing at the moment, very much with Tails We Win in the red. Tails We Win have this opening race in the bag if they keep it clean and quick. I think they're going to do that. Coach Calhoun takes them home. Tails We Win, indeed it is, in the red lane, looking very, very accomplished. 10 to go deep, and they're looking as though they might be hanging around tomorrow, Graham.
Well, I'll tell you what, Tails We Win set off with a real purpose there. Absolutely fantastic. And the last dog, Jim, I just can't believe how rapid it is.
That dog, Coach Calhoun. Tails We Win, one to the good. In this unforgiving world of flyball, if the Bouncers lose here, they're done. Whipping up the crowd. So then the Bouncers in that blue lane looking for an improvement. Tails We Win, full of confidence after that effortless, flowing and flawless opening race. And it's with Tails We Win at the moment in the red lane. Still just with Tails We Win. Looking good for the red. The Bouncers are going to have to make up some ground very, very quickly. They aren't doing it at the moment. Tails We Win. Looks like Coach Calhoun's going to take them home. It looks like it is. Tails have won. And emphatically
Been on the red lane in 15:17.
Good time, good victory, good racing. That's a semi-final place, Graham.
Yeah, probably one of the best races that we've seen this weekend, really. Tails we win. They are a class act, and it was slightly close to Jim. I think there was a little bit of hope there for Yorkshire Bouncers, but not to be.
Not to be then. It's bye-bye to the Bouncers, and the coin falling on the right side for Tails we win. The next of the quarterfinals, all set to go. Aces Wild. It's actually Aces High's second team, and Aces High are out of the competition. Wild have tried to get to Crufts many times, and they've made it this time, and they've made it to the quarterfinals as well. Up against the Sharks, who will be in the blue lane. The Sharks, a new team, just about a couple of years old, but they had a notable scalp, beating the 2024 champions Watson's Legacy to reach this quarterfinal. Now, we're just going to keep a close eye on the Sharks lineup, because Mays, their lead dog, had a bad time in the warm-up earlier in Crufts, had to be withdrawn. They want Mays to run, but if things go wrong again in the warm-up for that lead dog Sharks, Pepper will come in, the border collie, so we'll just keep an eye on that.
Are you ready on the boxes?
And I remind that this is the practice run for these two. Should be very close indeed. Aces Wild finishing third on Tuesday. Such an accomplished team. And also Aces Wild have a very quick last dog, and a very experienced last dog as well, called Nova.
So I can see why Sharks want to keep that.
It is the best of three. Okay, we are just making sure that we are happy with everything here in both lanes.
Even that practice work over nothing, that was absolutely nothing with it. So I think this race is going to...
Perfect timing. We are all set for Sharks in the blue lane and Aces Wild in the red, the second of the quarterfinals. Sharks will go with Mays, Crufts' debut for Mays, Lulu, the second dog, Indy, the third, and Graffiti, the fastest of the lot, will run fourth. Meantime, Aces Wild kick off with Chaos, Victory, Annie, and Nova. Last Crufts for Nova, who's produced some very quick dogs herself, and a brilliant pedigree for Nova. So then, Sharks, and they're up and running in the blue, very close this opening leg, just with Sharks in the blue lane. Second Sharks dog stretching away there, Lulu. Still with Sharks in the blue lane, very close and very competitive, and Graffiti can move. Graffiti will not let this one go. Graffiti writing on the wall in that opening leg, Graham, I'll tell you, and the Sharks are one to the good, and a good time, 15:26.
It was a good time. Sharks, as you say, set off really well and just continued it. Good, clean, flyball racing, and tight as well. Exactly what we want to see here at Crufts, Jim.
Very good. Well, Aces Wild have surpassed their wildest expectations, really, getting here. Aces High, second time. They know they've desperately hard. They tried to get here to Crufts. They've made it to the quarterfinals, and now
and stop all the time. There's really an issue.
if they don't make it through, and there's one or two little technical things going on down there on the course, might be a flashing light that's disturbing one or two of the teams, but it can be a technical game this as well, Graham.
Technology is an absolutely fantastic aid to accuracy until it goes wrong, Jim, and then and then you're always looking for an electrician. But we need to make sure this is right, because this is absolutely key to what's going on here, and in fairness, it needs to be absolutely right.
We haven't had VAR introduced anyway yet, that we can all be mercifully thankful about that, Graham. But as you say, things have to be right. So important to see when faults occur. So important when the dogs cross. And but I think we're all set now. It's the timing gates that have to be absolutely right. Just a little pause, but the situation unchanged. Aces Wild
Ready on the
to win
boxes!
to stay alive. Aces Wild in the red,
Teams
and
are
Sharks, the
in.
new team, just a couple of years of age, looking very, very confident in the blue. They're off and running. It is with Sharks, but only just. Good work from Sharks in the blue lane. Aces Wild have work to do to stay at Crufts 26. The third Sharks dog, Indy, going very well, and here comes Graffiti to finish it off, writing a Sharks victory on the wall, and meaning Sharks will be there in the semi-finals, and they will be a team to fear.
I think you're right, but what a great dog to have running number 4 for you, Graffiti. Very good turn, very quick over the jumps, very accurate, but well done there to Sharks, and hard luck there to Aces Wild.
Yes, Sharks biting and swallowing all the opposition up, and are looking to go a very long way. Yep, just too much fun. Got it.
A working Cocker Spaniel wouldn't have been that easy to catch, let me tell you. So,
well, we're allowed to have fun in Flyball as well. It is have to underline the camaraderie between the teams. Have to underline how many young developing dogs are here. There's a sort of generational change in Flyball, if you like, and that has resulted in one or two things perhaps not occurring as they should be on the script. Let me just say to you that the Flyball is sponsored by Antinol, sponsor of the Flyball joint supplement, perfect for these athletic dogs. Every sport needs its sponsors. Okay, we're ready to go for the third of the quarterfinals. Odyssey really impressed me, did Odyssey. First time at Crufts, relatively new club in their 5th year of competition. Up against Junkyard Dogs. Odyssey will be in the red lane, Junkyard Dogs in the blue. We have Friday champions against Thursday champions here, and Junkyard Dogs have never gone beyond the first day previously, so they are in new territory here. Go on, Graham, you want to say something?
I was going to say, it'd be interesting to see, Odyssey sort of been a newish team, how they actually get on under pressure.
What we have here are the Friday champions against the Thursday champions. Junkyard Dogs, top of the pile on Thursday, and on Friday, Odyssey, who have impressed me terrifically. This is the practice run that we're looking at here. Odyssey will go with Jellybags, who had a long wait before the first run, and that might have put Jellybags off a little bit, the lead dog. Kukachoo second, T third, and Havana, unbelievably quick dog, will run 4th for Odyssey. Friday winners against Thursday's champions. What a matchup it is. Meantime, Junkyard Dogs.
The white light flashes. We can't help it right now, sorry.
First dog venture, weak on Mac and Havoc to bring it home. The white light will be flashing. They're going to have to race. So Junkyard Dogs in the blue, Odyssey in the red. Thursday champions and Friday champions head-to-head in the quarterfinals for a place in the semis tomorrow. Are we ready to go? Odyssey, red lane. The Dogs, Junkyard in the blue. Both hugely impressive so far. A real high-powered matchup this. And there's a little delay as well. I think Edwin Vinken is not happy about something. It's a sort of delay that infuriates Flyball teams. It really makes it so difficult to keep the dog focused.
Just a second.
I know Jellybags had a long wait and was very unsettled.
Anyone to play her?
Mel Shearing was upset about that. It's so tough for them all, really, to keep these dogs primed, to keep them poised. just trying to sort out one or two little technical things that Edwin Vinken, our judge. Okay, what I think we have is a bit of trouble with the lights, and I'm informed they might just have to use the old-fashioned eyes, line of sight. The old mince pies will have to come in order here. It's going to be very close, I'm sure, between Odyssey, the champions on Thursday, and Junkyard Dogs, who won yesterday. There is not a place to be had. And the dog's saying, why can we not get on with this? Tough for everybody, but we now can. Edwin Vinken ready on the boxes.
Teams, are we ready?
We are ready. We're definitely ready up here to go. I'm sure you're all ready and willing to go, and we are racing. So Odyssey in that red lane, just ahead at the moment, only just though. Junkyard Dogs pulling it back in the blue. It's with Junkyard Dogs at the moment and with Mac in the blue, and the last Junkyard Dog, Havoc. But we have a fault on the blue lane, I believe. We have a fault on the blue lane, and that is why it goes to the red lane, to Odyssey. The light signified a fault in that blue lane, Graham.
It did, but Odyssey were actually also just a little bit quicker. We had a fumble there, you see, so that wasn't a fault, but they'd lost time there, so they were actually quite lucky that Junkyard Dogs had a fault.
Odyssey, okay, they're riding their luck a little bit, Odyssey.
Ready on the boxes.
Going with experience first, and then the two speedsters to take them in. It's been a winning formula so far, and Odyssey are a win away from a place in the semi-finals. What an achievement that should be for the champions of Thursday. A win away from a semi-final place, and we are off and running. Odyssey trading at the moment in the red lane. Junkyard Dogs, a fine run from Venture. It's still with Junkyard Dogs in the blue. Junkyard Dogs looking though they might well square this up. Last Junkyard Dog to go then. Havoc brings it home, and I believe we have it one apiece, and I believe we have one of those deciders that we all love here, and I know you all love out there, and that's a good time, 14:56.
It was good, clean and efficient, very fast racing here, enabling Junkyard Dogs to go and level it up.
Junkyard Dogs, I believe, equaling their club record with that run, so they are getting better and better, and now one apiece.
Ready on the boxes.
Odyssey were quickest on Thursday. Junkyard Dogs quicker here, 1-1. What is going to occur in this deciding leg? Odyssey in the red lane, Junkyard Dogs in the blue, 1-1. Semi-final places on the line. We're off. Good start though by Junkyard Dogs. Junkyard Dogs have it at the moment, but only just making up ground. Odyssey, there's a fault on the blue side as I understand it, so this could well go Odyssey's way. But Junkyard Dogs are ahead at the moment. They're having to run an extra dog. It has gone Odyssey's way. It has gone Odyssey's way indeed. Wait for confirmation. Wait for confirmation from Edwin. Wait for confirmation from Edwin. Let's just have a listen to him.
I don't have to look the video.
It wasn't early.
I don't think I do. Sorry?
It was close, but I don't think it was. The light came up, and because it was on now.
I think it was a problem with the lights.
The light falling.
We are going to rerun.
Thank you.
I think we're going to have a rerun because of the absence of technology. You can see how upset Junkyard were at having that fault and releasing the dog early, Graham. And I think that's a sensible scenario, a sensible solution from Edwin Vinken, saying they're going to rerun. Do you agree with that, Graham?
I do, because there's a lot of pressure out there. That's why we need an experienced judge here, and the very best judges, because he's had to make a decision, and they've decided that he is going to rerun it, so it's all still to play for.
It is very, very hard to judge with a naked eye. Very hard. That's why this technology has been introduced, and that's why Edwin Vinken has called it right. It is a rerun. No one can complain about that. It is one apiece. Still, we don't know who's going to go through from this quarter-final. The Junkyard Dogs from North Yorkshire, Friday champions against Thursday's champions, and this one going down to the wire then. Odyssey in the red lane. just have it at the moment, but only just. Junkyard Dogs striking back and leading after that second leg. It's still with Junkyard Dogs. Fine run from back. And now we look to Havoc. Now we look to Havoc to create a bit. Oh, it's so close. Oh my goodness, that is close. That is unbelievably close. And yet, Havoc. Oh my goodness me. But Havoc with that little flicker, that absolute found another gear. Flicked the accelerator. Have a look how close this is, Graham.
And there we go, sort of less than half a jump, I think. So, but what great pickup, great turn, and that's what won it for them. Certainly going to be a talking point, Jim.
Controversial one, but in the end, through they go. Absolutely terrific racing, and Junkyard Dogs stay at Crufts for the semi-finals. Odyssey's dream is over.
Absolutely, and of course, another great thing about the sport is actually the judge will go and speak to both teams and will explain the decision as well. So, tails to win, Sharks and the Junkyard Dogs are through. There is one place left in tomorrow's semi-final. Who will take that final place? Who will be one step closer to being your Crufts Flyball champions for 2026?
Okay.
And these teams work so
Well, no matter
hard.
where you're watching, and, I know we have viewers all over the world, some committed viewers in Portugal I know about, glued to Crufts, and we'll be looking at this as we sort out the equipment. That's the last thing you really need on a big worldwide event like this, but it's so important. Remember, these dogs are doing this in less than 4 seconds each leg, and it's all about fractions and all about very, very narrow margins, and the technical equipment has to be perfect, and that's what we want, a level playing field and perfection, and that's what all these superb teams deserve. We have one more quarter-final to go as we work things out here. Flashing lights, distracting of course, but they also decide about crossing and all those things that can create faults. Steve Leake and Mr. Flyball out there trying to sort it out, and what he doesn't know about Flyball isn't worth knowing. And Edwin Vinken, I would have to say, under extreme stress, Graham, keeping his cool.
Yes, he is. He's done an absolutely fantastic job here, and he's called everything correctly. Well, I would never argue with him anyway, because he's the expert, he's the judge, he's best placed to see what's going on. He knows the rules. Great job.
We're ready to go for the last quarter-final then. Cambridgeshire Flyball against, in the red lane. Last year's runners-up did really well against the Belgians, the road runners, who we expect to be back with another team as well from Belgium next year. And Commandos in the blue. The runners. Commandos in the blue then, from Stockton-on-Tees in County Durham. They'll be at the World Championships in May in Norfolk, and they run a club record 15:09 back in December. Once again, there'll be a practice run. And Cambridgeshire Flyball, who actually do all the lights and equipment here, so only team under 15 seconds so far, Cambridgeshire Flyball, the quickest so far.
Always good to watch these practice runs. You just get an idea of which dogs to keep an eye out for, which dogs seem to be the quickest, which dogs aren't quite so quick. So, as you say, we've got some really quick dogs here looking at this, Jim.
That concludes the practice run. That's it, number 6 are at
We're all set here then. Cambridgeshire Flyball, quickest so far. Only team under 15 seconds, 14.85 they have run Cambridgeshire Flyballs, and they KO'd the Commandos on this Saturday last year. They will go with Texan or Cambridgeshire, with Drogon, with Prime and with Storm. Meantime, the Commandos, Galley, Severus, Nagini and Nala are their quartet. This for a place in the semis then. The Commandos in the blue lane, Cambridgeshire Flyball in the red. Best of three. One semi-final place still open. The Border Collie Galley off for the Commandos. Commandos trailing at the moment. That's a fine. And there's a fault on the blue Commandos lane as well. And so this one looks to be going Cambridgeshire Flyball's way, perhaps, but there's a fault on the red lane too, and a fumble. 2 faults now on the red lane. So 2 faults against Cambridgeshire Flyball. And I believe it's going to be, oh no, the Commandos are running an extra dog too. The Commandos run an extra dog. Let's keep a close eye. Yes, so it goes, would you believe it? It goes to Cambridgeshire Flyball, last year's runners-up. A messy old leg, that one, Graham.
It was. We had two faults there on the Cambridgeshire, and then Commandos only had 1, and then they had a fumble. Dog dropped the ball, so they had to rerun, but by that time they were well behind.
Ready on the boxes!
So we're ready on the boxes. Cambridgeshire Flyball went all the way last time and are looking to be very much involved at the sharp end tomorrow. Cambridgeshire Flyball 1 to the good in the red lane. Just measuring it out. Edwin Vinken, my goodness me, what a job he's had for the last 20 minutes. A lot of pressure, a lot of tension. Said he was honoured to be here at Crufts. Was that a bead of sweat on his old head there anyway? First sign of tension perhaps. Listen, here we go. Cambridgeshire Flyball in the red. Commandos are in the blue. Good start by Commandos, but it's with Cambridgeshire at the moment in that red lane. Cambridgeshire eyeing a place in the semi-finals, emphatically dominating this quarter at the moment, and error-free. Last dog about to go then for Cambridgeshire. That'll be Storm. Will Storm take them home, Cambridgeshire, on that last leg? The Border Collie takes Cambridgeshire home, and Cambridgeshire through to the semi-finals. Cambridgeshire Flyball, excellent. Quickest team here so far, and building up to a big climax tomorrow, Graham.
It promises to be a fantastic climax tomorrow, but Cambridgeshire just seemed to go up a gear. They found an extra, I don't know where it came from. It's just like, wow, how did they do that?
They have already exceeded expectations, they say to me. A very modest team, Cambridgeshire. I've got news for them. They're staying here, and they are going to be in the semi-finals. Cambridgeshire Flyball 2, Commandos 0. And so let me just confirm, we started off with 16, we've come down to 8 for the quarterfinals, and now we have 4 surviving for the semi-finals tomorrow. Tails we win, Sharks, Junkyard Dogs, and as we've just seen, Cambridgeshire Flyball.
So no practice from this time. We're going to go straight into semi-final.
And as always then, we're going to run this to a conclusion on Saturday so we can find Saturday champions. Sharks coming back, no practice runs this time. Best of 3, Sharks in the blue lane, Tails we win in the red. Both, of course, guaranteed a place in the semi-finals. They might try 1 or 2 new dogs here, you never know. The original starting lineup for Tails we win: Bimini Bomb, Boulash, Arlo, Rook and Coach Calhoun. And the 1, 2, 3, 4 for Sharks: Maze, Lulu, Indy and Graffiti. They might just give Pepper a run, the Border Collie, and Sparrow, the Bull Shark. So best of 3. Sharks in the blue lane. This new team have made a huge impression here, and Sharks have started pretty well. It's with Sharks in the blue, but they're eating up ground. Tails we win. Now just with Tails we win on the red lane with that second dog. Not much in it now. Sharks coming back with the third dog. It's probably just with Sharks in the blue lane. It's a very quick last dog. My goodness me, that's quick. Oh my goodness, I think that's graffiti again, you know. If you need a bit of ground making up, call on graffiti. Graffiti will do it for you, the lurcher.
Yeah, the first dog for Sharks just almost looks slightly off the pace. I don't think it is, but they came back really, really well, and in the end it was almost comfortable.
Okay then, Tails know they have to win here if they want to be Saturday champions, but they also know that they are very much around and very much in the mix for the big prize tomorrow. Tails in the red then, Sharks in the blue. Just with Sharks at the moment, but Tails probably with the advantage after the turnaround, and it's now just with Sharks. Tails are low ahead, Tails stretching out in that red lane. And is it going to be? Is it going to be? Oh my goodness. Very close indeed. And we have a tie-break round.
Very nice. You and I would both love a third leg. Promises to be really, really exciting. I'm not sure whether Tails we win actually changed out a dog on that leg.
They might well have done.
Yeah.
So, one apiece then, Tails we win in the red lane, having an exceptional Crufts, both teams, but they really want to be Saturday champions. Sharks in the blue, Tails in the red. We're all set, massive enthusiasm here, and it's with Tails in the red lane, but Sharks first dog, just ahead now, still just with Sharks, precious is in it, a fault in that red lane for Tails we win, and so Sharks look as though they're going to come through and look as though they're going to contest the right to be Saturday champions. I think they are. Sharks, new team, but really, really cracking it here at Crufts 26. Well done, Sharks.
In on the blue lane in 15:52.
And they will be contesting the final in just a few moments' time.
Yep, there we are. Just a fault there, unfortunately, for Tails we win, gifting it basically to Sharks, who go on to have Saturday finals.
Yes, indeed. I have to say the overall quality of racing today has been much higher than Thursday and Friday when we had one or two things going wrong. Sharks going through then, and Sharks will be in this afternoon's final. And so we're all set. It's yes, it's bragging rights, but it's also very important to get as many runs as you can in this unique atmosphere that nobody's really used to.
That gives you every opportunity to get your reserve dogs in and just make sure that everybody's running to their best ability.
So Junkyard dogs will go from the red lane. No practice runs in this. Junkyard dogs, fourth year in a row here. They've never gone beyond the first day, and they're going the full distance this time round. They're going to be here for the finals, the semi-finals, and the final tomorrow. Junkyard dogs then in the red, and Cambridgeshire Flyball, last year's runners-up.
Ready on the boxes.
Very good team, very modest team as well. And on we go. Best of three to decide the Saturday champions.
Teams, are we ready?
Cambridgeshire in the blue, Junkyard dogs in the red. Probably trying out a few new dogs as well. And we're off and running. Junkyard dogs in the red, trading at the moment. It is with Cambridgeshire Flyball in the blue. And there's a fault on that red side as well. So Cambridgeshire Flyball in the blue. I think with that lab running there, so that's very, very good work indeed. And I think Cambridgeshire Flyball are going to nick this one as well. They're going to take it, and they are one win away from being Saturday champions. Spoke to them earlier today, and they said, we only want to win one race here, you know, that will do us nicely. And now here they are, about to be Saturday champions, and a very, very firm place in the semi-final shake-up, Graham.
Yep, Cambridgeshire, nice and steady, clear rounds, win races.
Ready on the boxes.
So Cambridgeshire Flyball in that blue lane. Very calm and very measured. That's the whole point of the team. Definitely not bragging, definitely not barking their achievements from the rooftops, and Junkyard Dogs will want this. They'll want to take it to a third for sure. Junkyard Dogs in the red. It is with Cambridge at the moment, but only just. Still with Cambridge in that blue lane and the second dog, but it's very close. Junkyard Dogs are making up ground, and Junkyard Dogs might just have... That's a brilliant turn from that third Junkyard Dog, by the way. Sensational, and an excellent effort from the fourth one too, and Junkyard Dogs really, really showing their class there. They battered Cambridge in that one.
They did exactly what they needed to do. 4 clear, fast runs. Great teamwork. And there we go. Just that lab, just losing out to the Border Collie just by a yard or two there.
Ready on the boxes.
And a great finish by the last dog.
1-1. This decides Saturday's champions. This decides who goes into tomorrow's climax full of confidence. Cambridge a Flyball in the blue. Junkyard Dogs, new territory, never been on the first day previously in the red. It's with Cambridge at the moment, but very close. Still with Cambridge in the blue lane. Second dog's done really well. Here comes the Junkyard Dogs' third dog. Junkyard now just about have it, and it's going to go Junkyard's way if it is all clean and all fast, and it is indeed. Celebrations from Junkyard. Excellent work. The quality going up and up with every race here. And Junkyard Dogs are Saturday champions, emphatically so.
So massive congratulations to the Junkyard Dogs.
Junkyard, yep, just confirming Junkyard through to the
To
final.
the final. I must admit, I crowned them prematurely, didn't I, Junkyard Dogs? But there you go, not to worry. They will be in the final. They might well be Saturday champions, Graham. Who knows? Got carried away with myself there because that was some thrilling racing.
And that's the problem. We've sat up here. We get so caught up in it. As I say, sometimes it's just hard to keep track of what's going on. But yeah, so the final is going to be Sharks versus Junkyard Dogs.
Sharks against the Junkyard Dogs, who will need a little bit of a breather. Sharks in the red lane and Junkyard Dogs in the blue. So Junkyard Dogs from North Yorkshire. A very similar lineup actually to last year. A lot of very familiar names among their dogs: Drift, Venture, Wickham, Habit, Mac and Kiko. And Sharks, Maze, Lulu, Indy, Graffiti and Pepper and Sparrow also, I believe, having a run on this Saturday afternoon. Sharks the first team ever to win the BFA Indoor and Outdoor Championship in the same year. Junkyard Dogs in the blue, then Sharks in the red lane, and this is the final. This is the one to decide Saturday's champions.
Teams, are we ready?
Junkyard all set to go in the blue, and they are away. The Border Collie away, and there's a pause and there's a drop ball. Oh dear, there's a big fault in the blue lane from Junkyard Dogs. Big fault.
So it's all kicking off now in the blue lane with Junkyard Dogs. And I think we were talking about that before the fact that they just had to change lanes. And the fact that they haven't had a rest.
And that goes Sharks' way after the total confusion in the
Win on the red
Junkyard
lane
team,
in
Graham.
15:59.
Well, say it was confusion. It was just that first dog that just seemed to just freeze. I've got no idea. I've never seen anything like it before. Just stopped.
It might have been something to do with the lights. Who knows? Who knows? But not what they wanted, and so it's the Sharks one to the good, and Junkyard Dogs have to repair it and have to strike back pretty quickly.
Teams, are you ready?
Sharks one to the good then. Sharks in the red, they Junkyard Dogs in the blue. Sharks trading at the moment. Just have it now with those Sharks. And there's a fault in that blue lane. This has been an absolutely miserable experience for Junkyard Dogs, this Saturday final. And if Sharks keep it going and keep it clear in that red lane, which I believe they will be Saturday champions. A pretty miserable last few legs then for Junkyard Dogs. They will look to remedy that, and well done indeed then to Sharks. They are Saturday's champion. We can acclaim them now. Sharks, Saturday champions, and looking to go all the way tomorrow.
And that's the vagaries of dogcraft. See, the dog, that was the first dog, dropped the ball, has to take it out the box and carry it back over the 4 jumps and over the finish line. So they've done so well, and then two mistakes in the same race. Very strange.
And so confirmation then, a clean sweep for Sharks, and Junkyard Dogs will lick their wounds and return tomorrow. Cheers.
Ladies and gentlemen, delighted to welcome back our top 2 teams of the day and to present your winners and your runners-up. Please welcome into the arena Emma Leake, the UK Commercial Manager of Antinol, who is, of course, alongside our judge, Edwin Vinken. Ladies and gentlemen, the Crufts, Saturday champions for Flyball 2026. Make some noise for the Sharks! And they didn't make it easy. What an effort, what a team. When it's all going wrong, they stayed very calm and very composed. And they are your runners-up. Ladies and gentlemen, the brilliant Junkyard Dogs. Well, ladies and gentlemen, there's plenty more flyball action to come. Semi-finals tomorrow, and on Sunday, the semis and the live grand final. Our first of our 4 teams who are through to the semis. Tails we win, Sharks, Junkyard Dogs, and Cambridgeshire Flyball are the first 4 through. Another 8 teams will battle it out tomorrow here at Crufts. For Flyball, we will see you then. Okay, it is now time for a lap of honour. Give them a big cheer, ladies and gentlemen.